We got a bunch of Nintendo Switch 2 news to talk about, including the Black Friday deals, Pokemon Pokopia situation, and also a brand new Nintendo Switch 2 update. Anyways, so much more. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so starting off with Nintendo's Black Friday plans. These are honestly some pretty good selection of Black Friday deals. Now, some of these deals you will be able to get for 50% off, and other deals will be around 40% off, which is still a pretty good price. So if you look right here, you can see that Nintendo Switch Sports is going to be $30. Super Mario Odyssey also going to be $30. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door is going to be $30. Splatoon 3, $30. Princess Peach Showtime, $40. Donkey Kong Country Returns, $40. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, $40. Luigi's Mansion 3, $40. And Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe, $40. Now, this is all really awesome to be seeing some of these games. Now, of course, you will be able to participate in this if you want the physical copy of the game. Participating retailers will have these. And also, if you want to just go onto the eShop and browse around, you will be able to get that as well. Now, if you're missing some storage for your Nintendo Switch 2, well, there you go. There's a $20 discount on a certain micro SD card for the Nintendo Switch 2. So honestly, that right there is very awesome. And I think the Black Friday deals are definitely pretty interesting. They're, of course, really fantastic games inside of here, and maybe you'll find something that you like that you haven't necessarily tried before. Now, Nintendo has put out a little trailer, and it's got a lot of people worried. The first party Nintendo game that is on a game keycard. Now, of course, we're talking about Pokemon Pokopia, and this is definitely very interesting. Now, although it's not first party, it is made by the same company that has made Dragon Quest Builders. It still is under the Nintendo brand. And this being on a Nintendo keycard is really strange. It's something that you wonder, okay, so are they going to do this to any other games? How big is the file size going to be for it to not be on the physical cartridge itself? All of these things associated with Pokemon Pokopia has really left me questioning and wondering what in the world is going on here. Now, also, this game does seem to look really good. I'm honestly really excited for this game. It looks to be a fun game with a lot of different things, and since it's the Dragon Quest II team, honestly, it's going to be a good game. It's just going to be a good game. And speaking on Pokemon Pokopia, we are going to be getting more information on Thursday, November 12th about this game. So overall, this is all really good news. We're going to be seeing Pokemon Pokopia, and we're also going to be seeing Pokemon Kanto Park. So yeah, we're going to be seeing all of those games. These games look great, and I can't wait to see what's going to be happening in Pokemon Pokopia and everything else. Now, one thing that I want to bring up, speaking about video games, we got Pikmin. Now, Pikmin has recently gotten a brand new update, and it definitely adds a lot of things that weren't previously inside the game. Like you're able to roll over your file. So if you want to reset the game, well then you can restart the game, pick your difficulty, and essentially pick your file that you want to pick, and then that just rolls over. So instead of doing the entire about an hour long tutorial, you can just jump straight into day 2, which is honestly a really good thing. I think that more games definitely should have this. Being able to just skip the entire tutorial definitely would be amazing. Some games are better without tutorials. Other games, well, you probably need a tutorial to learn about how the game and everything functions. Okay, so now the Nintendo Switch 2 has recently gotten an update, and honestly, this update is really good, I would say, because before, it was a little bit confusing to tell if it's a digital game key card that you put in the game card that they made sure, oh, this is going to be a game card, this is not. Now, you can physically see, okay, this is a Switch 2 game card. All right, it's got the little red at the top. This is a Switch 1 game card. It's got the little Nintendo Switch 1 logo game card looking thing, and you can see it, and then you can clearly see that this one right here is a digital key card because it looks the same that it used to look. So overall, this is something that is much needed across the Nintendo platform, because I honestly got confused. Okay, do I have this game? Do I not have this game? Okay, is this a physical card? Whatever it is, it's something that really needed an update, and I think this is a good thing. Now, one thing that still needed an update is the game key cards. Now, these game key cards were honestly really annoying, but Nintendo has actually added a feature that you can easily transfer your data back and forth. So if you're going from one system to the next system, you can easily download that saved data, which honestly is something that is really good, instead of going through the entire process of having to go to the data and say, all right, so I want to transfer it to this system, grab your system, put it on there. It's a whole big mess. Now you can have just a simple button that says download save data, which honestly is really cool. And it looks like the digital key cards, you won't have to go from one system to the next system, connect to the internet, and do a whole bunch of that stuff. It's now all inside the application, which honestly is something that's also really cool. Now, enough with these game keycard things. The Nintendo Switch 2 eShop has gotten an update, and honestly, it's a pretty cool update. Now, personally, I have never had a problem with this, but if you don't like the gameplay video playing in the background when you're hovering over the game, well, then you can go in the settings and you can turn it off. So when you hover over games, it won't start playing the trailer, it won't start playing either pictures or whatever it is. You can turn that off now. So overall, that is pretty cool if you don't want to have just random trailers happening all the time. Now, one thing that I want to mention is this Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, this will be getting a Nintendo Direct very, very soon, and honestly, this movie looks to be really amazing. Recently, we got a cookie leak, and we got a whole bunch of other things, which honestly, it's great, and maybe we can see a lot of things like Rosalina, what's going to be happening in the story, what's going to be causing a bunch of these different things to be unfolding into the movie. But overall, I think this movie is going to be fantastic, and the Nintendo Direct definitely could explain a lot of things that we haven't previously seen. Now, also speaking on movies, there was recently a giant, massive leak for other Nintendo movies, and these are really cool. Nintendo is seemingly working with developers and things to make bigger, wider spread movies, which is really cool. So up to this date, we have Super Mario Bros. Movie. We also have a Legend of Zelda movie coming out soon. And we can't forget about another movie, potentially a Metroid movie due to Metroid Prime 4, and a whole bunch of other movies. Nintendo isn't done releasing movies, so this is fantastic. We can see more and more movies. Maybe we can see another Kirby movie, which honestly would be interesting. It would follow up some of the TV series from Kirby, which would be really, really cool. And honestly, I hope that it kind of happens, because it would be great. It would probably be in the cartoony art style, not live action. So I think that right there is perfect the way it is. But overall, that is a lot of news, massive amounts of news nowadays for Nintendo. And hey, Christmas is coming up, so you know, things are gonna keep unfolding and unwrapping, and maybe we can get our hands on something very, very exciting. Anyways, what do you think about all of this? Do you think you're excited, or do you think you're not so excited? Game keycards suck! Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope that you have a fantastic day, and see you on the next one.